Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dale and Dale International. Coach CJ and the master trainer himself, Marcus D, are in the house.
All right,
And
all right.
we just want to welcome you to our Wednesday live stream where we hopped on a little early today, but we're going to replay this again in an hour. So, Marcus,
Yes.
we've been drilling down on these four personality types.
Right. Well, we could just jump right in. We covered two the other day, and we're going to do two more today. And I think it's of great value, Coach, when people are able to understand who are you talking to? What type of person are they? And if you don't know, it could be a challenge in terms of your level of effectiveness. So we went over the four. We call them animals, and some people call them different colors. So yesterday we covered the whale and we covered the urchin. Whale is yellow, urchin is green. Today we're going to talk about the shark, which is red, some people call, and we're going to talk about the dolphin, which is blue. By the way, we saw some dolphins not long ago, for real, in real life. Anyway, the shark, the dolphin. Let's talk about the dolphin first. The dolphin, which is the color of blue, and it's so fun to go to the mall or go somewhere in public and just sit back. And I used to do this with my team. And we would just look back and just look at people walking through and seeing if we can identify them just from them walking up and through the malls. The business that we were all in 20 or 30 years ago, we had to know the personality type as soon as we saw them because we're running ads in the paper. We're spending a lot of money on ads, and they come to our office. And when they come in that office from an ad, we just need to know what to do. I mean, you just got to know. Now, some of you listening, I mean, I know we're live on LinkedIn and different platforms. And so we're dealing with people that are professionals and would like to be more effective in dealing with people on a professional level. So this could be of great value. However, I know some of you may not care what is involved when it comes to what is the personality type that you're talking to. So this is going to apply for maybe a unique niche of folks, and we hope this is of value. If you want to look at some of our previous podcast recordings, just tap a link and see where all other different topics that you might feel resonates with you more. But staying focused, the dolphin. The dolphin is someone who likes to have fun. And if you're not talking something in the realm of something fun, then you're not going to be able to penetrate through and get their attention. They are not going to resonate with you in whatever area you want them to resonate with you in. You got to be including something involving fun with the dolphin. How do we recognize them? How do we do it? They're going to wear typically vibrant colors: royal blue, royal green, royal yellow, red, vibrant colors. Sometimes if it's a lady, you'll see sometimes some rather significant makeup. A lot of times they're made up and they're really showing their personality through their makeup, through their clothes. Their cars would be somewhat conservative, but not too terribly conservative. You may see their car reflecting their personality. I've seen ladies driving Jeeps that are rainbow colors or bright colors, bright something, not dull and doldrum. And their clothes would be reflecting as well. A lot of times they may not have a lot of money because they're spending up all their money having fun. They don't care what it costs. When I would charter these buses, 44 passenger buses, and I would sometimes have two buses, and we would be hauling from Indiana up to Michigan quite often, where the world headquarters was of this company. I would make sure that a dolphin was up in front of that bus with a microphone, Coach. They'd have that microphone and they know exactly what to do. They don't even have to know what to do. It's their nature. So when I'm talking to a dolphin, I'm going to be like, hey, Sharon, I'm so glad you got a chance to come out and hear this opportunity. What I'd like for you to realize is we like to have fun in this company. We have fun. Matter of fact, we're going to have you be the queen of fun. We're going to have you be the person who's in charge of our parties, our gatherings, our bus trips, our boat trips, our plane trips, Aruba, Cancun, whatever. We're going to Egypt. We're going to Dubai next year. So we want you, and if I'm engaging them, ladies and gentlemen, into these fun activities, then they're going to get in my business. They're getting your business. If you're talking about money to them, you're losing them. If you're talking about saving the world and the planets and purifying the air and saving the whales and saving the insects and getting flowers all around this tree that we're going to hug in a few minutes, they're not going to get in your business. You're not talking their language. So recognizing them, talking to them in the language that they can understand, you can have a greater chance of engaging them in whatever it is you want to engage them in. Those are dolphins. Those are the blues. We were looking for blues all the time because we need them. We need all the different personality types. By the way,
Right.
most people are a blend. They are a blend of two different personality types. No one typically is just all one type, but that's the way you can recognize the dolphins. If you have any questions, Coach, that you think someone might have, just let me know.
Well, just with you sharing that, I could see just how beneficial it would be, and will be for a company, for a CEO, a president, an owner, COO, to have this information as they're structuring their company, knowing who to put in what positions. Just as you were speaking of the event coordinator being a dolphin, that is so key. I have been, like you, I've had so many experiences with companies and what have you, and you don't necessarily want a whale as the event coordinator or an urchin as the event coordinator, and using the dolphin as the research assistant. That's just a hodgepodge, a hot fried mess. And so, yes, as you're speaking, it's just connecting and all making sense. So not necessarily any questions, but definitely some observations of how valuable this training
Oh,
is.
this can make a huge measurable difference in the quality of your business, your relationships with your spouse, your significant other, your kids, anything you're trying to do, even at your church. It doesn't matter. Wherever you go, if you're
Yeah,
talking to most people the way you are, you're losing 75% of your people and don't know why. It's because you're not even talking their language. And then if I'm doing a group presentation, it's going to be my responsibility to hit all four personality types when I'm in front of the room. That's why I get so much effectiveness, Coach. It's
right,
because I'm hitting without it really being noticeable to the naked eye or the naked ear. I'm hitting all four personality types. So I get a different
right.
kind of results. All right, the shark. Now, the shark is a little bit of a favorite. And I used to always make sure the team always bring me the sharks. Bring them to me. Don't try to do anything with them if you're not trained. Excuse me. Bring them to me. And then I also would make sure my team knew who to never bring to me. Don't bring these folks because I'm not going to be as effective. And what we need is effectiveness right now. We're not trying to be an egomaniac, like a
Mm,
know it all. Don't bring these people to me. And you take them over here, bring these folks to me, and everyone else in the middle, okay, whatever. Okay, the shark, the red. The sharks are people are about money. And like I said, most people are a blend of two. They're not just one. But they are about the money. And if you're not talking about money, you're not getting them in your business. You're definitely not going to get these guys in the business because their egos are out of control. These are kind of sometimes your egomaniacs.
mm.
They think they are the deal. And in some cases, they are the deal. I had one guy answer my ad in Las Vegas. He answered the ad. He came in a Rolls. He came in a Rolls with Rolexes. I mean, this guy had one Rolex and he had a whole collection of them. I'm like, Frank, why are you here? He said, I'm rich, but I just want to have fun. I'm bored. And this looks like this might be fun. I said, okay, well,
Wow.
dolphins, come here. Dolphins. No, I mean, I just knew what to do. And I would call people by their name, but I knew who to get Frank around. But Frank and I, he was just one of the greatest guys I've ever met in my life. So we went to Blueberry Hill Pancake Place in Vegas every week and just had a good time. He
Okay.
real down to earth guy, just loved him. But anyway, so the sharks are about money, and you need to be talking about money. If you're talking about saving the planet, you're finished. If you're going over facts and details and internets and all these facts and figures, you're finished. If you're talking about anything, even fun, you're just not going to be as effective. Like I said, most people are a blend. I had to
Mm,
figure out which two were which two are my personality type. And most people, if they knew the full blend of me, you would not believe it. I mean, it'd be kind of a shock. It'd be a surprise because the part of me that's kind of the softer side, I always try to hide it. I don't try to show that. And people say, you need to show that more. No, I don't. I'm a little bit more vulnerable there, and I'm not trying to be vulnerable. Well, you should be more vulnerable. Well, don't should on me, and I won't should on you. The point is, get effective in knowing the personality types. Now, a shark, let's see how do they look. A lot of times they're going to be dressed to the nines. They're going to be double-breasted suit, ostrich skin shoes, alligator shoes, some kind of a skin on their shoes, ostrich belt, an alligator or an eel skin belt, shoe, or wallet. They're going to drive a Mercedes, Cadillac, if they can, a Rolls Royce. Even if the Mercedes is old, doesn't matter. They want to see that hood emblem out the end of that car, and drive a Benz, even if they can't afford it. They might wear a Rolex or a fake Rolex. They might wear a Breitling or something expensive, even if they can't afford it or even if it's fake. They're going to try to look and be, and some of them are truly at that level of income, and they're going to want to look the part. Now, when they shake your hand, they will sometimes have that shake so firm, and sometimes they'll try to crush your hand, even if it's a lady who's they're shaking the hand of a female. They'll try to break her hand, which is just horrible. But if it's a man, they'll try to break your hand and crush it to death. And sometimes they'll shake the hand and flip it over. They'll actually flip over their handshake and flip it over, almost like it's upside down. Like, what are you doing? Okay, so now that person who's going to shake your hand and almost try to crush it, that is a shark. And you need to know what to say and what to do with that person. Because if you don't, you're going to lose them. Now, if you get them in your business, they can make you a lot of money because their egos are so big. So they're going to make the amount of money that fits their ego. So what am I going to say to them? First, how to recognize them, their clothes, their shoes, their rings, their watches, their car. I mean, their handshake is the greatest indicator of all. Because some are going to try to be incognito. They might wear jeans with holes in them and some regular flip-flops, but their handshake gave them away. Ding, 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 ding. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alert, alert. Okay, get effective with them or get them to people who can be effective with them. So here's what I'm going to say to, I'll say Frank. Frank's in the back of the room. Now, this is a presentation. You may have to different situation if you're trying to sell something else. But if they're coming to my presentation, Frank, I need you to come here in the back. We're going to stand here in the back right now. Now, I want you to look at this room. All right, Frank, you're paying attention? Look at this room and envision everybody in this room in your group. Because, you know, you're above everybody anyway. You know that. So you're above everybody already. Picture everybody in this room in this group. Sit in the back. Look at this presentation I'm getting ready to do. And tell me what you think, how I can make it better. Give me your opinion on what you would do when you're up at further road, which would be in a few days or a few weeks. And give me your opinion. Just sit back and envision this is your downline. Ladies and gentlemen, their ego has been pumped up full of sunshine. Their ego has been situated and poised and postured to be able to now be closed at the end of the presentation. So they're sitting back like they're the king of the world, because in their minds, they are. Presentation's over. Frank, can you see this group being in your downline? What would you do to take this whole business to a whole nother level? Now, you tell me, what do you think would be the best way to go from here, and what should be the next steps from your point of view? You can't tell a shark what to do. Don't try to do that. You're going to lose them. Oh my gosh. They need to tell you what to do. If it's a whale or a yellow, you have to tell them what to do. You have to lead them and tell them, here's what we're going to do now, Bob, or Biff, or Ian. Here's what we're going to do next. We're going to fill out this application. You're going to get out a credit card, and then you're going to get signed up. And then after that, I'm going to tell you what to do next. You got to tell them step by step what to do. Now, a person who's a dolphin, they're so flippity floppity. They're just scattered all over the place. You can just throw the applications in the air and they'll get to it eventually. As long as they're having fun, they'll get her done. And they'll bring a bunch of other blues with them. The reason I don't like to let people go, no matter who they are, because they all know the other personality types. A whale and an urchin, they know sharks. So they'll bring the sharks in. But anyway, back to the shark. I will phrase questions. Take some training, take some skills here. But I would phrase the questions where they are telling me what to do next. Well, what do you think we ought to do next, Frank? Oh, really? Oh, wow. That's a great idea. You know what? That's a great idea. I agree with you. I mean, I'm guiding them and they don't know they're being guided.
All
So
right.
that's where you want to know what's going on. We've got our 15 minutes in here today. Tune in Friday. We're going to kind of sum them all up and have some other stuff that I think will be of great value. But that's the shark. That's the dolphin. We've covered the urchin and the whale. I hope these tips are of great value. Coach, this is some great times and great topics. I'm so glad you come up with this. I don't know how you do it. How did you come up? I mean, anyway, you know what I'm doing now. You know all my secrets. Okay, so that's it. We're done here. Goodbye. God bless. And let me see everybody Friday. How's that sound?
See you Friday. Thank you so much, Marcus.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.